Calling Your Name. Calling Your Name. What Michael Matthews and I. This was towards the end of Ken and Brett's stay in the band. It wasn't long after this that they actually left, and we brought in Rob Dean and Tom Hosey. But Michael Matthews and I scouted a location and organised pretty much the storyboard and the video director for this one.
Certainly looks like it's been filmed on Mars, doesn't it?
It does. It's a great location. Michael and I went up to Kilsyth, where there's a boral quarry. So it's actually a cement quarry where they've got mountains of gravel and other stone, and we had permission for them to use it. And the video director, Ray Argle, made this video for an incredibly low amount of only $5,000.
That's very good.
Oh yeah, he did a great job.
Use of blue screen there?
Oh, heaps of it. We shot on 2 separate days. We shot at the location for one day, and that was a long day shooting too. I think the only thing we had to pay Boral was one of their guys' wages to stay there with us. It's one of the guys that keep an eye on things. And Ray, who was quite interesting use of cameras and had all these interesting ideas, he built a thing that was like some sort of device that strapped the camera to me and looked straight at my face.
Yeah, I was wondering, in some of those later shots, you can actually get the feeling that the camera's actually moving with you.
Yeah, that's right. The camera is actually strapped to me, but looking at me. So every way I moved, the camera moved with me. So you'll see that later. And also those moving shots there, like behind me, it's moving through the quarry. He actually had this other device where he strapped the camera onto the front bumper bar of the car, and he got the camera going and drove around the quarries. Yeah, he did some really interesting things.
And here's a little longer there, or is that in between the long hair and the short hair?
Oh no, this is before the short hair. I think it just got gradually shorter and shorter and shorter. There was, if you look very closely at the tops of those hills of gravel, sometimes you'll see a couple of kids.
Some people watching it.
Yeah, there was a couple of kids that obviously saw all the kerfuffle going on, and there was somebody making some film, and we had to keep asking them to, quite nicely, I might add, to hop down and please not getting shot.
Otherwise you'd have to pay them as extras.
Exactly. Oh, the other naughty thing I did was I was supposed to turn up with my bass guitar and be playing bass in this clip, but I decided I didn't want to play bass in this clip. I didn't. I just said I'm going to sing.
Yeah.
And they were all very annoyed with me.
Now, has Ken turned a bit? What's happened there?
Oh, trick of photography.
Yeah.
Trick of photography. They just inverted or turned it around, the film. And of course all this stuff was shot in front of a blue screen.
In the studio?
In a studio where they can control the lighting a bit better. And then they key in the background behind us. So all in all, not a bad clip really.
Not bad.
A lot of people remember this clip as well.
Yeah. Probably because of colouring, perhaps?
Yeah, well, I think they just remember my silly haircut. I think he's keyed all that in.
So
he's cut around the hilltops, and he's put in some special effect skies, I think. But it definitely looks like a Mars landscape, doesn't it?
Definitely does, yeah. I thought I saw the rover there at one stage.
Yeah. Probably one of Ray's inventions. Goodness me.
Nice bomber jacket.
Do you like that? Yeah. Christmas present. Christmas present, yes, it was mine.
Oh, I don't remember sending that to you.
No, the wife gave me that one, I think, that year. Sewed on that patch from the front. I think we picked that up in the States somewhere. Picked up those jeans in Los Angeles, I think.
And you repaired them, obviously?
No, they actually came like that.
Already?
Yeah, it came from a shop called American Rag, which was like a second-hand shop. It's the only place I could afford to buy clothes in those days.
Ken didn't fall over while he was walking backwards there, did he?
No, I nearly did at the end of this clip. You might see me tripping over. Coming up soon, I suspect, too, yeah. Yeah. What, Chris is going to trip over? Here he goes. I think on this one. I'll go backwards and I'll trip right over. Here I go.
Next.
Oh, there I go.
You lost it. And they fade into the distance.
Goodbye, Geisha. And that was the last clip that Brett and Ken did.